Okay, Coach, so normally thoughts turn to basketball this time of year in the Hoosier State, but not so this year. The NFL play Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Coming up, it's divisional round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Guys. Mike, 49. Go on. 12.
On first down, it's Taylor, and he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
I'm letting you know right now, you better bring. Kill.
Hey, Delta! Hey, Alpha!
Mike's 49!
Now Rivers. He's got a man complete. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Indianapolis. T.Y. Hilton, 70 yards. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run on first down. Huntley. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 26-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Hey, Orville.
To the air, Allen. Flush to his right. Finding Gabriel, complete. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab. Quickly, would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Go.
Allen. And the grab by Croft. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Ready. Clock 15.
Strong right. Strong right. Out. 5 down. Stand up in.
Hey, Delta.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Star Latulele in on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Check 99. Check 24.
Room.
Taylor looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8.
Here we go. Slam.
Left to right. Red. Hey, wahoo.
Watch the shoot.
Taylor. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Frank Reich here on 4th down is ready to try for 3. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
At the 41-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
That's it, man. That's it. That's it. Big thing.
You draw quarters. Half 10.
Allen from the gun on third down. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Brown 80.
Check, 59. Check. Mike's 5'9", Mike's 5'9".
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Home.
Switch gears. Watch out.
On play action, Allen.
Check, nipple.
It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort.
Hey, you're on an item over there. You're on an item.
On play action, Allen. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Mike, check. 59. Let's go, D.
5 wide.
They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Punching it in from a yard away as they are now on the board here in the first half. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Colts 10, Bills 7.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now this is Hilton on the receiving end. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Rivers on the money, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
Mike, check, 59.
Throwing, Rivers. Campbell making the catch. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
49's the mic. Watch 49.
To throw again on second down. Rivers, and the catch made by Hilton. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
All day, every day.
Hey, Rocket.
Patch it.
White.
Kill.
White.
Here's Taylor. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Easy.
A 7-yard pickup.
On second down, it's Taylor. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
90, 80, Alpha. Hey, Delta. Bravo.
Mike's 49.
Here we go.
49's the mic. Watch 49. Strip the ball.
Rivers on first down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day.
White, 89.
Now Taylor. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. That second down run a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They run with Taylor, and he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Black 11.
I'm coming.
Hey, go orange. Keep it skinny. Hey, exit.
49.
Rivers. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Richardson there to make the grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is a defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down, Buffalo.
319!
Kill. Hey, turn it up. Check, go back. We got motion. Back up.
First down, and they're going to throw without him. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Allen to throw. Going to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
61, Matchbox lights. Hey, Rocket.
Check.
Load it.
Joker.
Done.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or 2 there, but they do get him down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Mike's 49.
To throw is Rivers. Catch made here by Campbell. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
4 down, 4 down.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
49, 49, guys. Mike, 49.
Don't get nervous.
49 to Mike, 49 to Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Complete to Hilton. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Let's go.
12 more yards. And the Colts, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So the late turnover, that turns into 3 points.
Yeah, they were able to capitalize and get the 3 that you just mentioned. On the other side of the field, kicking themselves. You think they'll be talking about ball security in the locker room?
Yeah, I don't think there's any question. That'll be the first talking point. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they'll get him down here at the 23. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Check, 59.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear.
Hey, Haywood.
59's Mike. Check, 59. Okay, double up.
Monday.
From the gun, it's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Here's Allen. And that's complete to Croft. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Allen to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Allen now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And again, it's Allen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Motion.
Throwing again. Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
That's correct.
Watch the whip.
80 weapons.
Check 31. Check 31.
Split.
They'll run with Taylor. Taron Johnson made the stop.
Recon, 132-5.
On 2nd down now. It's Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set. Run 80. Hey, go orange. Orange. Hey, zoo.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the cut.
Orange bound 4. And behind.
A first down throw here for Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. Pushing tacklers aside. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed.
From the red zone now, Rivers. This is caught. Another knock.
Because now you don't have as much space to cover, but a well-run corner route there.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Left. 5.
49 to Mike.
I'm coming for you.
Throwing Rivers. Looking end zone, but it's 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
They'll try to run this one in. And he pushes forward, but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line. A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They go to the ground again with Taylor. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Phillip Rivers with his 3rd touchdown pass of the game. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And right now, Charles, I think you'd have to say they're class. And oh, it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And a 6-yard gain gets them right around the 43. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Allen. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10, right at the 40. To the air, Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's working.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, that turnover might just about do it here. 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of 1st downs, and this one should just about be over.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. He's got it to Hilton. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
79! Hey, Alpha!
Rivers now. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. The give to Taylor. And he's got this down to the 35. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Rivers. That's going to be caught by Richardson. They'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
12. 6-6, pull it high. 0.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on 1st. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Hey, Delta.
Watch the slant. 49.
Room.
49 to Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Trey Burton with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns as his guys continue to pour it on.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
I got one.
Allen. And hauled in by Croft. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Alert, alert, alert!
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
Stop. Here we go.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And Diggs has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
First down, Bill.
Alert! Here we go.
Allen now on first down. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Go.
53, Mike.
Hey, we heavy on the edges,
53 is the Mike.
Now Allen again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
So Allen breaks the huddle, and his guys will go for 2 here. They'll try and run it here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Now Rivers. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Red!
58's the Mike.
Hey, wahoo!
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
Throwing here, Rivers. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Paris Campbell. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Here we go. 58, right over there. Yeah.
Hey, I 7.
Go.
From the gun, Rivers. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt.
Let's go. Let's do this.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship. And now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the